I would say that my passion from the outdoor world just comes from growing up in it, growing up on the farm and having camp experiences, having outdoor experiences as a child, and then really in college getting into scouting. Girl Scouts first and then Boy Scouts, and spending some adult time in the leadership position there and just seeing what it can do for people. I am an experiential educator, and I think I probably always have been, whether I knew it way back when or not. I started my teaching career as a second grade teacher and then fifth grade in Plano, Illinois, up here in northern Illinois. Plano is one of the school districts that belongs to the Kendall County Outdoor Education Cooperative. And that cooperative included other school districts as well, but Plano being one of them. So I had an experience as a teacher to come and enjoy the lessons at the Outdoor Education Center. When that director, Mr. Tucker, retired, a new director, Jeff Schaefer-Meyer, took over, and he brought in some new things to the Outdoor Education Center. So I spent some years with him, and then started a master's degree in outdoor education through Northern Illinois University while I was teaching. And so when Mr. Schaefer-Meyer stepped away from this position and it was open, they reached out to me and said, would you consider serving as a director? So I threw my hat in the ring, and this is where I've been the last 22 years, working in outdoor ed. I've got so many memories of working here at the Outdoor Ed Center, stories I could tell. One that always strikes me is a little girl that got off the bus one day and looked around and said, is this nature? And I thought to myself, this is why we have to do what we do out here. We've got to get these younger kids outside and give them positive outdoor experiences and learning so that when they grow up, they will even look towards careers in conservation and education. At the Outdoor Education Center, we have curriculum designed for pre-K through 12th grade students to begin with, and those lessons evolve around environmental science, team building, living history, and map and compass. And all of the lessons that we have at the Outdoor Ed Center are aligned to Illinois state standards. So local classrooms come and visit, and everything that we teach is aligned with whatever's happening in the classroom. So the purpose is to enhance classroom learning, which has been really fun. I love the creativity in coming up with lessons that align with those standards and support that classroom learning. I love team building. I love having the kids outside. We have a complete challenge course here at the Outdoor Education Center and use it frequently, especially with junior high and high school kids. So I love those moments of self-confidence and learning and how they do all of that outside. One program that runs here at the Outdoor Ed Center is the Student Leadership Initiative program. It's called SLIP. That is probably one of my favorite programs to run here. It's high school sophomores that come from 4 different high schools. They come together 8 times over the course of a year for team building and some environmental education, restoration work we do. A lot of it just to develop leadership skills that they already have. It involves canoeing, it involves bow saws and loppers and a lot of honeysuckle and fire and meeting people in the community that have careers that may be of interest to these students as well. That has been one of my favorite. It's a program I inherited, and it's a program I've been happy to run with. One of the things that we have done here at the Outdoor Education Center is offer graduate courses for teachers, and that has been absolutely amazing. It started with a general outdoor experiential class, just teaching teachers how to get their kids in their schools out into the environment, how to teach lessons outside, how to take what they're already required to teach and actually move it outside their 4 walls. That has been really fun. It's evolved into a biodiversity program, class that we offered. Right after COVID, we did a Nature RX class, how to use nature as a healer and a calmer and how to kind of get us back on track. So I have really been empowered and enlightened by all the research that I've done to go into teaching those classes. Those have been a real favorite. When I came to the Outdoor Education Center, I had the opportunity to meet Red Hawk. He is a Native American educator, really, and he has taught me so much. He's been able to help me teach Native American lessons to the students that I have, teaching about the history of this land, who has lived here, how the resources were used, how it's changed over time. So he's been a huge influence in that piece of my historical curriculum here. Since I recently retired in June, I have simply filled in my days with lots of other things. So I've continued a lot of the activities I've been involved in, a lot of the organizations that I've worked with. I continue with the Soil and Water Conservation District. I've recently picked up Ag in the Classroom, which is a program of agricultural literacy, so it allows me to go into classrooms and work with students in that way. That's been very fulfilling, and I just do that as a volunteer. I'm also involved through the Conservation Foundation with the Dixon-Merced Farm Partnership. It's a group of volunteers who work a historic farm, and I've been involved there running farm camp and running their fundraiser days, their educational outreach days, so I find a lot of enjoyment in that as well. I continue to work through my church with our green team. We are currently working on phase 2 of a solar project to go in to practice our environmental stewardship there. And I like to have my youth programs outside as well. So yeah, I don't know that anything has slowed down at all. I am truly honored to be inducted into the Outdoor Hall of Fame. I am surprised, I guess, because everything that I've done, I've just done out of passion and love for what I do, and the need to teach kids about what their natural world is all about and how they fit into that. I'm thankful for my niece, Stacy, who nominated me. Stacy Olson nominated me, and she did a great job of collecting information, did it all outside of my knowledge. I had no idea that that's what she was working on. But I would not have been nominated had it not been for all those people who have interacted with me over the course of the year. My family's been a huge support. My parents and my brother and his family and my own children that have come out here on Saturdays and worked and done maybe what they didn't really want to be doing. They've attended my camps. My kids have helped work my summer camps out here. A lot of people that have been a part of it, even just in Kendall County, a lot of networking with the other organizations here, the health department and the forest preserve and the extension office and the soil and water district. There are a lot of good educators in Illinois, and I'm happy and honored to be a representative of this year's class.